City of Pharr created the network due to 2019, the National Digital Inclusion Alliance listed Pharr as the #1 worst connected city in the country. We also had Harlingen #3 and the city of Bronxville as #5. So that really showed that the region had been underserved and unserved by so many private ISPs that, you know, we wanted to do something about it. You all kind of probably have known or heard about our mayor, who's very proactive and wants to get things done. So again, he was able to work with our EDC to fund this network and bring it to fruition much sooner than where people are today, asking for funds. And again, our PEDC was given an award by the State of Texas Economic Development Corporation for their initiative in supporting the city to build this network. All right, so together we were able to build the TeamPharr.net network. This is a fully 100% underground fiber optic network that services our community. You know, initially we're looking at about 400 miles of fiber when we ended up with about close to 600 miles of fiber. This is just a sample how all our residential zones are serviced by fiber optics networks. We have the handholds in front of every 2 homes. This is a sample neighborhood. 65% of this neighborhood is connected to our network. And this is not the highest take rate neighborhood. This was just more of a sample that would look okay on the slides. We do have 33 out of 114 zones that are 50% subscribing to our services. So again, we've been very fortunate. Our adoption rates have gone up very well, and we continue to service our residents every single day. Here to highlight, one of the things was why we had this digital divide was because 2/3 of the city had access to our incumbent ISP, 1/3 of the city did not. And for those who actually had access, the issue was not really that they couldn't get it, they just wasn't affordable, right? So that's why the city then, with the EDC, we were able to survey our community back then, and we're able to service the community, and over 60% of our, residents like that $25 plan. So again, that's where we made that number work. And since then, since the fruition and the startup of the network, we've now created a 2 gigabyte plan for those people who actually need higher bandwidth capabilities at home. This is our small business service plans. We do have 4 plans starting at $70 for 300, 500, 1 gig or 2 gig for small businesses. This is something we're gonna start pushing out here in the next couple months as we've grown and have transitioned to, for one, service our community, our residents first. We're now gonna transition into the commercial sector. We actually do have a couple restaurants and an attorney's office running already with our services, because again, we also needed to pilot these services to them to make sure that we have no issues, which again, we have not. Here on the industrial, we are working with our industrial partners as well. Everybody, all the properties in South Pharr have access to our fiber optic networks. I do have an industrial customer. They've been connected for over a year on the $1,000 plan, and again, no issues. They're just more concerned, when can you connect my second warehouse, due to, obviously, we have some spectrum outages, and again, they affect everybody. But again, we do have 6 offerings. We do go up to 10 gig. If anybody has any requirements to go over 10 gig, we can provide up to 25, 50, or 100 gig requirements. If, again, the need by the customer is there. But again, we do have our rates there for industrial. This is kind of a look of what South Pharr looks. As you know, we wanted to help the residents first, right? So we started with South Pharr. This was the area that had no access to internet, where previously all those green is every home that is subscribing to our network. So we're at about 47% of everybody in South Pharr is connected to our internet services. Overall, we've crossed about 23,500 homes, and we should hit 10,000 subscribers this week. And again, we do work with our school district, because again, we do make them a priority, and we do have over 4,100 homes of students here at the City of Pharr subscribing to our services at no cost. And again, 42% overall. This is Central Pharr. As you can see, kind of the distribution, a lot more commercial zones here in Central Pharr. But again, out of close to 10,000 homes, about 4,000 are connected to us for about 40% take rate in Central Pharr. And North Pharr, which is the area that had been waiting for the services the longest, they've been very quickly to adopt and subscribe over to us. So close to 6,700 homes. We're at close to 2,600 connected to almost going to hit 40% overall in North Pharr. Again, this is kind of our growth and where we started a couple years ago, you know, just getting our first few subscribers on board. And since past summer, you know, we haven't done over 500 subscribers. So every month we continue to surpass our previous records. Like I said, we're going to be hitting 10,000 this week and continue to service everybody. This is just the investment aside from the infrastructure on the staffing as well. So our team has grown. About 30 of our employees are broadband-only employees. They're our fiber technicians that go and service the homes. There are customer service agents that take the calls on the back end. There are trainers and our digital navigators, which will soon be promoting quite a bit more, because we're about to start public education classes as well as providing devices to our community. Again, some of our strategic goals for the broadband that the mayor and our management have for us is to establish partnership with school districts, universities, and colleges. Again, we're going to discuss and explore broadband expansion opportunities with neighboring towns as it permits. We're going to train and develop a skilled and resilient workforce. We're going to support collaborative efforts, like we mentioned, on the educational side, as well as with the Workforce Commission. And we're going to hold training and outreach sessions regarding digital services and cybersecurity to our community, and then continue to plan and implement smart city projects. Again, what we're doing today is, as you might have heard, right, broadband is a big topic, legislatively, regionally as well. So we always continue to help anybody that has any needs, that wants to learn how it is the City of Pharr did what we did, right? So we do support other entities, other cities from outside the state. We even have an Indian tribe that we work with and provide resources so that they can learn what it is and build their own networks the way we did. Similarly, which again, we want to pay it forward. The city of Mount Bellevue was very open to helping the City of Pharr years ago when we were first starting our initiative, so we're going to continue helping them. We do have partnerships with schools. We provide, currently we have 10 internships with PSJ School District, dual enrollment students taking their courses with STC. They work for us, and come January, we'll be moving to 15 students. We also do the cybersecurity and the networking capstones with South Texas College. They refer students to us so they can do their 160 hours for their capstone course so that they can graduate as well. And then we continue to apply for grants so that we can continue to expand and improve our network. This is just a sample of a couple grants we just finished. The $1 million helped fund the last mile implementation to our homes. And then the current grant we have funded additional staffing, which included our training division. We now have a trainer and 3 digital navigators. And this also funded 600 laptops that we're going to be giving out to our community. And the BARC. So BARC, if you're not aware of it, it's a platform that's been nationally recognized to help parents with students who have cellular devices detect any issues or threats or cyberbullying or them not feeling well by monitoring messaging which we're gonna be doing digital literacy classes. And aside from that, we're gonna be doing financial literacy classes, doing with different partnerships in these different areas, as well as with our public health department. Also doing one with our higher ed institutions so that people can continue to take classes from home, and as well with our workforce development and workforce solutions so that people know the resources they have available to improve their job skills to get better paying jobs. And with that, I conclude my presentation. So again, City of Pharr is, like I mentioned, very proactive. We're here for you, and we'll be available for any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Peña, for that presentation. And I don't know if you mentioned it, but when Spectrum was out this week, Pharr.net was not, so just FYI.
Yeah.
We do